In the PIP study, 4 departments of corrections had policies or practices that violated state law and allowed shackling. And my obstetrician colleagues in states with anti-shackling laws tell me of officers shackling pregnant patients all the time, over-applying the exceptions that these laws have. The fact that in 2024, pregnant women are shackled while giving birth, putting them and their babies at risk, is a profound assault on their dignity, safety, and human rights. The time is long past due to change conditions for incarcerated pregnant and postpartum women. They deserve and have the right to access comprehensive, quality medical care. We must recognize the connections between the maternal mortality crisis and incarceration, and we can start by collecting national-scale data that link maternal health outcomes with incarceration. Because without data, we cannot know the full scope of the problems and their solutions. Our nation's conscience must see that what happens or does not happen to pregnant women behind bars is a human rights issue. The time to act is now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suffren. I want to begin with a few questions and an expression again of gratitude for sharing these incredibly traumatic and difficult personal stories with the public and the subcommittee. Ms. Umberger, did I hear you correctly that you endured solitary confinement for 3 weeks after giving birth without access to your infant?
Yes, sir. That is what happened. In this this room for solitary for 3 weeks, so many things were going through my mind. It was so hot in there, no air conditioning. I would lay at the bottom of the door for air. Obviously, I couldn't shower properly. I didn't even have my property. Nobody could provide any updates on how my daughter was doing. Did she pass her hearing test? You know, is she okay? Yeah, I was scared.
And you were still in the early days of healing from surgery?
Absolutely.
You testified that you were able to hold your newborn baby for just 2 hours after giving birth, and that you didn't see her again for almost 3 years. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I had 2 hours to hold and look at her. I remember thinking just how pretty she was. Like I didn't deserve her. And I carried that memory. That's what I held on to.
Ms. LeBoy, did I understand correctly from your testimony that your granddaughter was born into a prison toilet after the prison and medical staff ignored your daughter's cries for help as she went into labor?
Yes, sir. Prison staff ignored her for hours, for days. That particular morning, she gave birth into a bowl. She was ignored. My granddaughter wasn't responsive. If it wasn't for my daughter's quick thinking and the cellmates, I don't think my granddaughter would be here.